Hey guys, Mike from Shimino's Workshop. So this is a follow-up video. I did an unboxing of the latest Inception Elite, the third run, which is this one. And now I'm going to try to do a comparison against the Master Replica limited edition, the 89 Sabres, Corbanth K4V2. Oh no, I said K4. No, this is OWK3. I have to correct myself in the previous video. This is 89 Sabres or the OWK3. And then this is a commission, but this is an Inception Elite second run, which had differences to the first run. I know I did an Inception install. Was that an Inception Elite install? I'm forgetting. I don't know if I've had my hands on a first run Inception Elite. So I don't know that I can speak to the differences between the first and second run. I know the control box was different in the first run. It didn't have that black piece. There might have been some other changes or differences as well. All right, well, let's start. I'm going to shift the camera over a little bit this way. And let's compare against the Master Replica. So the Master Replica is very heavy, very heavy. And as you can see, you have the CoverTech 90-degree angle on the right side of the control box, and a groove aligning with the control box. And if we also look here, we can see this groove in the grenade section also aligning with the control box. So that's probably what most people are going after. The control box on the latest Inception Elite does better match the control box on the Master Replica. The clamp card does not slide in. It does seem to rest on that black piece. There's a little groove under the black piece, which we'll use as reference points. Looks like a hex head CoverTech screw. The two different screws here. Now on these Sabres, these screws are, you can unloosen these screws. I believe this one's uses chassis retention. And then up here, get a good look at the emitter ring. I'm gonna put her back. This has sat on a shelf for a long time and has not been removed, so I am being very delicate there. Okay, so now let's take this. Significant weight reduction. Obviously it's hollow, but significantly lighter than the Replica. Hex head screw for the CoverTech. Obviously we got a static prop, which doesn't have Master Replica labeling on it. Timing is, now that I opened it, I'll have to retime it. Right there is good, but you can see as I tighten it more, it comes offline, maybe by a few degrees. So I'll have to play with the timing on both parts. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that. That would have been a nice enhancement to get the threading just right without having to use those timing pieces. As I've mentioned in my other video, much closer to the Master Replica in color, size. I mean, if I were to just have these sitting out on a shelf, both the Inception Elite and the Replica, not sure I'd be able to distinguish outside of the blade plug, right? The emitter on the Replica, the Master Replica, is smaller, the blade plug size. Here the blade plug, obviously we're putting a 1-inch blade in there, so that's going to be larger in diameter. So that's a noticeable difference, but outside of that, The plating also looks a little bit different. In the face of the emitter, the coloring is a little different. Copper color looks nice. The little groove in this thin neck piece seems to line up. I'm not going to take a caliper to it and potentially scratch it, but visually it's stunning. Looks like a little bit of an echo or something just above this copper screw into the chroming there. Not loving that. Okay. So let's why don't we pull this one. So we have a second run Inception Elite. Let me move the camera down here. We have a second run Inception Elite in front and a third run in the back. So here's where the clamp card is different. So the control box far more accurate to the master replica than in the previous, where this slides out. There's also no notch under the black piece, so that's a difference. Same timing mechanisms on both first, second, and third runs. Emitters look the same, but I do think they're different color-wise. You tell me. I'll turn them to try to get different light angles on them, but I do believe the emitter color is different between these two. Again, maybe trying to match the master replica more on the third run. Okay, let's slide this over here out of the way. And let's bring in the OWK, the 89 Sabres version. Now the 89 Sabres version, its control box, it does have the slit. I did not use the black inner piece. I guess I have a recharge port in there, or a kill key in there. But, you know, the 89 provides a switch PCB that the clamp card sits on. So the clamp card on the 89 Sabres version probably matches the style used on the third run Inception Elite, where it's skinny, it doesn't slide in, and for me, on this, this is just adhered to the switch mechanism using double-sided tape. Vented, which is different. Let me pull that back. So the venting on the 89 Saber, so on your left, and then Inception second run on the right. Right, those ventings are different, obviously. And probably remain different with the third run. Let's look at that. Yeah, Roman kept his design. I don't know if you can see the silhouette in there, but Roman kept his design on the vented pommel cap. But the timing on the 89 Sabres is perfect. Out of the box, there's no timing mechanism here, so it's the way it's been threaded, I would have to imagine, is what's making the timing perfect. Both the grenade section and the lower, I think that was from a machine gun, if I remember right, this piece here. Was it the MK1, MK2? I could be completely wrong about that, but I believe this is part of a machine gun booster. Cover tech also a little bit different, sort of has a design to it that kind of matches the venting, which is a nice touch on the 89 Saber version. I forget what I have. I'm pretty sure I probably just have a basic chassis. Yeah, Goth, print it yourself chassis, in-hilt charging. Is that a... That is a 1.5 Profi board, so yeah, I've had this for quite a while. But as you can see, you can tighten that down and get your timing perfect. And then the emitter. 89 gives you a nice blade plug that has light shine through on sort of the outer ring. It actually looks really nice. Let's show that off. I don't think the blade plug that comes with the Inception would have that. But that's what I mean. You get that nice...
Hello there.
Right, you get that nice ring.
So presumptuous. Missed me.
That's the negotiator font. Okay. Boom. Yeah. What else? I guess that's it. I was just trying to think if my son has like one of those, you know, maybe it's a Hasbro, not a Force Effects, but you know, ones you'd go to Toys R Us and buy that have the oscillating plastic blade. Trying to think if he had one. That would have been funny to add to the review. Yeah, you know, overall, I'm loving it. I'm not sure yet about the control box. I'm assuming some chassis design might have to be redone to accommodate that. Maybe not. But I'm assuming yes, because of the clamp card not sliding into the control box and instead just resting down on the black piece. I'm looking forward to seeing what chassis designers come up with there. Hopefully the internals are the same, so existing, you know, Goth Master chassis and those chassis designs will work just fine. And it's really about the control box that would have to be redesigned. I love the 89 Saber solution of having the switch PCB with sort of a rocker mechanism so that the clamp card just is taped to the top of that rocker mechanism. And so that would be interesting if somebody could replicate the PCB for the switches, but then also solving the black border, right? Because you can see the inside of the control box. And I do believe Corbanth and 89 provided, I think I probably have it in the box, they provided the inner black piece, but it was after the fact. So I probably had my install completed and just never wanted to revisit it. And I'm not really sure, the PCB might need to be altered in order to fit in there and to fit around the switch mechanisms. So I might revisit that in the future. We'll see. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's enough. I don't know if I missed something. Please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys.